Hi, beautiful souls. This is Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, thank you for joining me again. You returning folks will see that I've got a new setup. I am traveling this summer. Right now I'm in New York City, so the setup is new. I have a few announcements before we get into the readings. So, and the focus of the I'm going to discuss eclipse season, which is the focus of this reading. First announcement. I am staying right beneath the flight pattern to one of the local airports. And there are times when the planes go overhead and there are times when they don't. The weather pattern changed over the weekend, and so the planes started going overhead right when I was trying to get these readings out, and I thought I would wait a couple of days to see if it changed, but it hasn't. So you will hear some noise pollution overhead, and I apologize for that. I'm just going to try and do my best to stop talking as the planes go overhead and start up again when I can. So pardon the interruption. The second thing that I want to share is that these readings are going to be around the eclipse season that we're in. So eclipse season started July 23rd with the new moon in Leo this past Sunday. It's going to end September 6th, but it's going to peak on the 21st of August, which is the total solar eclipse that's happening, and that's going to span across the United States. Here comes a plane. I believe that's a Monday, August 21st, and the eclipse is going to start in the Pacific Northwest over the state of Washington, and it's going to go across the United States, more towards the northern part of the United States, and end in the mid-Atlantic. So I know it's going to hit New York City, I believe around 4 p.m.-ish on that same day. So we haven't had an eclipse go across, a solar eclipse go across the United States in that manner for quite a while. And I have a feeling, someone quoted 100 years to me. I'm not an astrologer, so I really don't know, but I know that I have been feeling the effect of eclipse season for the last week or two already. And because most of my viewers are residents of the United States, I'm going to focus this reading on the theme of the eclipses. Eclipses bring up, for many of us, those things that our soul, our spirits, and the spirit world in general is asking us to shift, to change. Usually it's those things we don't want to look at because they're too hard to answer. We are going to be put through a sieve, and those issues are going to come up, and they're going to be placed right in front of us for us to take a look at, so that we can change, so that we can move and burn off what no longer is needed and move into this new cycle, evolve really into this new cycle with less baggage from the past. And more fuel and more direction and more vision to really, start a new cycle in our lives, to begin that new project, to begin a different relationship with self, to begin whatever it is that your spiritual path is asking of you at this time. So that's what these readings are going to focus on. If you are having a difficult time, or just, a difficult time during this time, feel free to reach out to me. I am doing an event on July 30th in New York City. It's a tarot night at OK Cafe in Astoria, Queens. I'll put a link to the Facebook invite below. Please, if you're in the area, I'd love to meet you, and I'd love to give you a mini reading that day, so come on by. Or if you really need, some one-on-one time with me, click the link below and schedule a reading. I am happy to do that, especially for you all during eclipse season. I know that I've been reaching out to my personal helpers and readers and healers who work with me on the physical plane, and I'm happy to be that support system for you. Okay. Let me think if there's anything else. Happy birthday to Leos, all you Leos. I love you guys, the regal lions of the zodiac. I hope you're all having a wonderful birthday month. And I think that's it for the announcements. And without further ado, here come your readings. Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. This is Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. If you have not listened to the intro, I know it's a little longer than usual, but please do listen to at least the middle section of it so that you can understand the difference between this reading and the ones I've done before, because it is a little slightly different this month, okay? And the reason for that is eclipse season. So go ahead and take a listen to the first to the middle section of the intro, and I'll apologize for the planes overhead. Let me say my prayer. I ask that the white light surround us, the light of protection, understanding, and healing. I ask that my guides come through and speak clearly this day for our understanding. May all of my dear Libra's intentions be heard and answered. And I ask that this reading be for the highest and best of all concerned. I ask this through all my teachers. I would like my dear Libras to have love in their lives, to be in loving relationships, to have work, creative work that is fulfilling, and to always be guided towards their highest destiny. Please show us the messages and energies for the month of eclipse season, this first half of eclipse season from July 23rd through August 23rd, 2017, for our dear Libras. Show us the messages and energies that Libra needs to hear, see, understand, so that they can make the changes they need to make for eclipse season. And evolve into their highest destiny. I ask this through all my teachers. All right, Libra, let's see what Spirit has to share with you this afternoon. Because I am traveling, I've got the Thoth deck this month, and we'll clarify with the Mother Peace deck if needed. Libra, July 23rd to August 23rd, 2017. What are the messages for Libra, July 23rd to August 23rd, 2017? All right, this one pretty loud and clear. Okay. I'm using a different spread this month. It'll be a 5-card spread. This one is going to be for your past into the present moment. So the experience that you've just come through and where you are, that has left you standing where you are today, right? At the very beginning of eclipse season. And then you've got the 3 of Cups. The next one is what you're asked to change. And you have the 5 of Cups. The next card is what's in the way. What's the obstacle that you face in making this change? And you've got the 5 of Wands. The next card is the new situation evolving. And you've got the 3 of Wands. And the final card is your spiritual guidance for the month. How Spirit wants you to move through this eclipse season in order to get to the other side. And you've got the Temperance card. Beautiful. Okay. Let me take a look and tune in for a minute on these energies. And see the story that wants to evolve for you. Okay. You've got actually a really wonderful reading, I have to say. It's A, pretty straightforward. B, so far it looks like you're coming through eclipse season relatively unscathed. There's a little bit of stuff that you do need to process, but you've got a lot of help around you. Just give me a moment for the plane to pass. This is the angel card that came out for your month that wants to help you through, and it's the Angel of Abundance. And the very first card that we pulled from the Thoth deck is the Three of Cups, and it's the Abundance card. Yeah? So, in the past, leading up to the present, leading up to the very beginning of eclipse season, energies are fluid, so, may not have started right on the 23rd for you guys, but there's been a cycle of love, pleasure being given, received, and experienced by you all, dear Libra. And what I'm getting is that it's actually flowing really nicely. It flowed really nicely for you in July. It's flowing really nicely for you now. And this reading is somewhat a parallel to the reading I gave Leo. For eclipse season, what Spirit is wanting you to change or to move out of is this card. Right, it's the card of heartbreak and disappointment in love. It's the card of seeing your cups be spilt, being disappointed that something was lost, and not being able to see the potential in the cups that are left standing, the two cups that are left standing. And just, feeling your life force energy be drained away by disappointment. And for some reason, you're in a place where there's a lot of abundance around you. But in your mind and in your heart, there's this sense of disappointment. And so it's like you're not able to let all that goodness in. Hang on one second. It's interesting that the planes are like moving overhead. You got two fives in the center of your reading. The Five of Cups and the Five of Wands. Right? One speaks of disappointment in love. The other one speaks of conflict and competition. Right? Five of Wands is bickering energy. It's the energy of being in competition with others. It's like, and this card is what's in the way of releasing this disappointment, this negative outlook on love. And what's in the way, it's almost like it's an internal strife within you that is in the way. right? It's like the different voices in your head saying, yeah, but I'm going to get disappointed, or yeah, but we don't really deserve this beautiful energy that's coming in. We don't really deserve all this fun. It's too much. It's too much fun. It's too much abundance. And it's almost like you call in disappointment in order to balance out the fun. And eclipse season is just asking you to please stop that. Stop it. What I'm hearing is, yes, there has been strife and struggle in past cycles for you. Yes, there has been disappointment in past cycles for you. But that is not the cycle of today. That is not the cycle of the now. That's not the cycle that you're moving through. This is the cycle you're moving through. You're moving through a cycle of abundance and love, friendship, creativity, pleasure. And the new situation evolving is the Three of Wands. So a new chapter in your creative life, a new virtue, right? This is the heart that is passionate and working towards something that it feels passionate about. This is partnerships with others who are in your creative field. This is partnerships with others who are on the same wavelength as you and who want to build something with you. Right? So you're being asked to let go of disappointment. You're being asked to let go of strife and the expectation of strife and disappointment in your life. And your spiritual guidance is this. All right? Temperance. Balance. The marriage of dark and light. Yin yang and the cosmos. Right? So perhaps you've been through a cycle of disappointment and strife, but now eclipse season is saying it's time for the balance to come. It's time for you to enjoy this abundance. It's time for you to enjoy this feeling of really brilliant creativity and luster and passion in your life. And I don't necessarily mean just, passion on the romantic front. I mean soulful passion, where you wake up every day and you're burning with excitement for what the day holds for you, because you are so engaged in your life and you're so engaged in what you're doing, right? The balance is wanting to come in for you. Find it. Find that spiritual balance. I think you've got a really good spread. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here, and we're not going to pull any clarifiers, but we will pull an oracle card deck for you just to give you some extra guidance for the month. Let me just see if there's any other message that wants to come through for you, dear Libra. Beautiful energies for you this month. Really beautiful. Like I said, it seems like you're coming through eclipse season pretty unscathed. What oracle would like to come for my dear Libras this month to help them through any hiccups in their eclipse cycle? Lovely. Okay, you got the card of breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitation into joy and freedom. I am expanding beyond limitation into joy and freedom. So what I want to say about this card is, see the branches that are not bearing any leaves? They're barren, right? But these branches, finally, shoots are coming up and coming through. And so to me, this speaks of what the cards have been saying. Right? You are in a process of leaving behind old limitations, old disappointments, and moving into a really abundant phase of your life, a really abundant phase in your creativity. And you're free of the past, really. The only way that the past can continue is if you cultivate it in your mind. So let it go. Let it go, dear Libras. I almost said Virgo. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Virgo. Let it go, dear Libras. Let the old cycle go. Enjoy the new cycle that is coming in because it's beautiful for you. And I look forward to seeing you next month and to seeing where you are at the end of this first phase of the eclipse cycle. All right, many blessings. If you're in the New York area, come see me if you can. And if not, I will speak to you all next month. Take care. Bye-bye.